Hello, I'm the Twit Game, and it's time for another Ys game. Ys 10 Nordics. And I've heard this one is actually quite good, so very much looking forward to it. I have enjoyed my previous time with Ys games, because I played 8 and 9, I believe. That's all I've played so far. I did plan on getting around to some of the other Ys games, but time got away from me, didn't it? Time got away from me. But we'll at least stay on top of the new releases here with Ys 10 Nordics, obviously. So let's get the housekeeping out the way so we can jump right into it and see where Adol ends up next. I imagine based on the name, it's going to be something Viking-related, Scandinavian region kind of thing, North Sea, something like that. That's what I'm imagining here with that name. But yes, housekeeping. Let's go. So, if you want to remain updated with the videos, be sure to press the subscribe button down below. If you like the video, of course, do indeed like the video. If you want to become a channel member, there is that option down below as well. Or you can support me on Patreon. Entirely up to you. We also, worth mentioning, randomly, if you're actually interested in any sort of more sci-fi games, you may want to check out my second channel that I've got going on. A link will be down below as well. We're currently going through Space Marine at the moment, and we're going to look at more Warhammer 40k games over there. So if you're interested in that, give it a check. If not, completely fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're here for Ys, aren't we? Ys 10 Nordics. So, I think that's the housekeeping sorted. Yeah, let's get into it then. Start a new adventure. I'm curious what it says down here. Ooh, I like how the color gets more vicious. It gets darker and redder as you go further down. So Inferno, an extreme difficulty beyond the realm of nightmares. Face the nightmare. Diabolically balanced for sheer hellish enjoyment. Yeah, so we're going normal, balanced difficulty with a moderate level of action, ideal for those who wish to fully enjoy the story. I'm assuming I can change it later if necessary, but that won't be necessary. Enable the additional footing function. This will add footholds in areas that are difficult to maneuver. I like that as an option. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but just the idea of like potentially could make it more accessible to people. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. So no, for now. Various other functions can be modified by selecting settings from the system menu, of course. Ys exits the name of the game. Everyone.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather.
Jellyfish!
In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Adol Christine. The Norman's Paradise Lost. Oh. So where is this in terms of the time scale? What game is it before? What game is it after within the series? Because I know there is some kind of timeline to these. Passenger liner Adams. Interesting font they've got going on.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adol. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
There he is. Alright then. I want to check whether or not I can change up the subtitle font, maybe make it bolder, because it's a bit thin at the moment, as you may have noticed. Here it's fine, because it's got the border behind it on the options, but, I'm glad I asked you to come.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Adol! Dogi! So this is where you two were. My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here's even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Selcetan flower.
Selcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adol to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, it's not like we're going to end up shipwrecked or anything. Oh. We can wander out. Yeah, let's check the... Ooh, hello. I'm just going to have a play around, see if I can find anywhere where we can actually end up with thicker, bolder, stronger subtitles. Something like that anyway. Be right back. Well, unfortunately I couldn't find an option. Either I just can't find it or it just doesn't exist. If there is an option around for that, and I don't know where it is, please let me know and I'll get that sorted. Anyway, let's go wander around. Dogi! How you doing? Shining sun and clear blue skies as far as the eye can see. Couldn't ask for better sailing weather. Just a few clouds, mate. What are you about? If you told me back when we first met that I'd be setting out on a trip with you like this, I'd have said you were full of it. And now we're Celceta bound. Wonder what we'll find there. I'm assuming this is before Celceta then? At the start of a new adventure! Adventure, huh? That word's really starting to grow on me. I know I'm a bit too far along in my years to be getting this excited. But since that day my homeland of Ys descended to the ground, it's been like a never-ending dream. Every single thing my eyes come across looks so fresh and beautiful. It has me feeling as though I were a child again. Hope you find those Celcetan flowers. I suppose this serves as my own adventure, doesn't it? I'll do whatever it takes to see it through. Alright. Assuming you guys don't actually have any dialogue, because it's a get close situation and then you start speaking, so... Seems to be a case of little dots. Like that one. They don't have anything to say. Can I jump? I can. But I can't jump up. But yeah, ones with the smiley face I can speak to, so. Did you and your friends come aboard at the harbour in Promaloc? Is that how you say that? Rumours spoke of a mysterious island in its vicinity, blocked off by a never-ending storm. But when we made port there, the seas were as calm as could be. Perhaps it was just an unusually sunny day. The weather is quite a whimsical thing. Oh. This is our third voyage on this new route. I just hope we've slipped through the cracks by now. Tricky current runs through this region, you see. No need to concern yourself. I'm quite concerned. Assuming, like, it's got a similar thing to trails. Goes from blue to grey, so... Rumours spoke of a mysterious island near Promaloc, blocked off by a storm. But the weather is a whimsical thing, as it turns out. That seems to be the same, though. Alright, Dogi again, then. I might have been stuck there a few years longer than planned, but I had some good friends and good times back in Asteria. Just thinking about what Celsetter's got in store has me excited already. I'm confident that the original strain of Celsettan flower can be made into a medicine capable of curing any and all ailments. Challenging myself to try something new at my age is rather exhilarating. Very well. Let's head on up to you at the back first. Can't wait to get back to port and have a drink. Alright. This man seems to be the ship's captain. That might be a good chance to strike up a conversation. Talk to him.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope?
I hope.
You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age.
I guess you could say that.
So my hunch was correct. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Like what?
Oh, what's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
I mean, mountains can be on islands. I mean,
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today.
oh, Adamas. Okay, not Adams. Or Adama. Thinking Battlestar Galactica. No, okay.
If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago.
Where? It's the name of the game, everyone. Oh. Lovely.
This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celsetta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands.
Hey.
Understood. Let's make haste.
Make some slow as well. You might need it.
My word, what a magnificent sight.
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adol. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa! Little close for comfort, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm just thinking you could easily beach yourself here.
How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adol.
Uh-oh. It's the Normans!
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our God!
Har!
His name's Har?
It can't be! Pirates!
Pirates.
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall!
Nope.
Charge!
Stay behind us, Doc!
Right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs?
Not exactly. I'm an adventurer.
Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella? What a joke.
The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
I'm not a mercenary.
What difference does that make? You've still got a blade at the ready either way. Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
What we got then? Attacking and targeting! Press X to perform a normal attack. Press R3 to lock onto enemies, making attacks easier to land.
How's that?
Does it auto-target the next one? It does seem to, doesn't it?
No way.
At least if they're in range, maybe. Trying to figure out like what dodge is before it's told me.
One for the road.
So it looks like it's L1 is dodge.
No way.
Righto. Got it indeed.
Damn it all. Rotten punk. You're in for it now.
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
That's a poor excuse.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Fine then. I'll take care of him myself.
Guarding and evading. Hold R2 to guard. Guarding against enemy attacks will prevent most damage. I'm more of a dodge person. We've covered this before in previous games. There we are. L1 to perform a swift movement and evade enemy attacks.
Done saying your prayers? You're pretty skilled.
Hey, that's not fair.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
It was just about to get interesting.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now.
I mean, while they're busy, let's go steal their ship. What's stopping us?
Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Steady on.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
Whoa! Name of the game, everyone. Ah, lovely intro. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, I like the look of that place. Sort of reminds me of a bit of Stormwind. The port area. Yes! X. Meaning 10 in Roman numerals. I expected a full-on like animated intro, but no, it's just we're docking at port. Nordics. I'm liking this music though. So what engine is this running on? The same one as Daybreak? Or the Cold Steel one? It looks to me like the Daybreak engine. I don't know the name of it, but you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I'm assuming this is people we're going to get acquainted with. And I'm assuming that's significant as well, because we saw that at the start of the game. Come on already, Adol. Posing for the thumbnail there, isn't he? I've done enough posing, time to go. I do like the design of that logo there for the game. Very nice, very nice. It's very in.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that.
Okay, so it wasn't a case of she basically put the axe next to him into the deck or anything like that as a warning. No, he definitely did pay the ultimate price. Okay, jeez.
But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adol loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates.
Like Normans, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Normans, you say?
Normans?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
It's Bosco.
Won't argue with that.
Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy.
Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Carnac, of all places?
Why don't you leave if you're that bothered by it?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships.
I'm sure it's not all bad. Right?
Now, Adol.
What?
Though on that subject, there does seem to be quite a bevy of islands here in Obelia Gulf.
Bevy?
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they?
I imagine they do. Nothing about any ancient sort of dinosaur type things or anything. Like we've been through that before. Like no sort of Crimson King or anything like that. No. Okay.
Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe?
Maybe.
I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Indubitably.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's throne.
Oh. Maybe there is a Crimson King in the future.
The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adol? This do anything for you?
He's like, we can't not look into it.
That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm?
But
let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about.
I think you need to hold off on your drinking there, mate.
Heck, back when I was their age,
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Oh.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Oh, no bother at all.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right?
I guess.
If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know.
Yeah, thanks for the hospitality.
Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the way, Adol, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Potentially.
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
How well do they pay?
No joke? That's great! Thanks for the tip!
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Alright. Main menu / saving. Well, we've already looked at that, haven't we? Right, so let's check upstairs. You know, I wanna look around and see if we can find my favorite picture from Trails somewhere around here. Because that's entirely possible. Because I'm thinking... Oh, can't get in the rooms. It's the, forest scene, is what I'm thinking. Where it's got that little path up it. Are you going out today? The weather's just perfect for a stroll. Yeah, I plan on taking a look around town. I was hoping to hear more about that legend. Are those actual sparkles in your eyes? Can't put my finger on it, but he reminds me of a certain someone I know. Who? So, you're in your teens too, right? Well, that's happy news. We don't get a lot of travelers my age around here. I hope we can get to know each other during your stay here in Carnac. And by the way, my parents and friends all call me Rosa. It's just a nickname, but you could use it too if you'd like. Oh, thank you very much. Ah, Rosa's a lovely girl, don't you think? She's the inn's pride and joy, not to mention one of its main draws. Sounds as though they've had a real stroke of bad luck, but try not to let that discourage you too much. I'll serve up a bowl of soup with your dinner on the house. The fish, caught here in Obelia Gulf, are absolutely divine. To be perfectly honest, you could do much worse than having to stay here a while. No? Oh, just me. Oh. Now just, how long does Corin plan on keeping me waiting? Ah, sorry about that, my wife is out shopping, but she always gets caught up in making small talk. I suppose we can take this as another sign of how peaceful things have been lately. Alright then, let's check in with you two. We won't be doing the rounds all the time, just so you know, and like we don't treat this the same way we do trails. Now then, I'll be excusing myself once I finish eating this. Sache is waiting for me, so it's best I hurry home. Look at you, having a family to go home to. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that after all you've been through. Ooh. It's alright, God. I appreciate the consideration. See, we'll leave them be now. Here we go. Not even sure what that says.
Alright, you two.
In Rustven or something?
This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adol, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me.
Seek me.
Adol, you good?
Yeah, I sensed someone called Kia calling out to me. I heard a strange voice.
A voice? I didn't hear anything. Sure it wasn't just your imagination?
Could have been.
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adol? Catch you both later then.
Catch you later. He's a good lad. Oh, let's have a little wander around. L1 to dash. What we need? Just check out the sights around the place. Ooh, lovely little bridge there. Seems to be a dead end though. Keep an eye out for any chests or anything. I do have some DLC as well, so I'm wondering if I've got that yet. Equipment maybe? I'm assuming not. DLC? Oh, there we go. So, a set containing a picked suit and a pick-a-back picked. Okay. Cosmetic that changes Adol's outfit to Crimson Knight. Alright. A cosmetic item that changes Kaj's outfit to Rasveri Hearts, whatever that is. Adol's legendary Cleric armor. Raven avatar, whatever that is. A set of mana seeds, items, and gold! Useful for any adventure. I assume that'll be useful. Pack of cosmetics and attachments to switch up Adol and Kaj's outfits. Assume they'll be useful. And a pack of decor to dress Sandras up from stem to stern. That sounds like it's the name of a ship. Looks like it's ship stuff, so it's quite a lot of ship stuff. I did see the word lacrimosa there. Alright, so, look, yeah, ship parts. Yeah, lacrimosa, it's like... Equipment. So, can we now equip that? Cosmetics, that's what we want. How do I... Yeah. Oh. Oh my. Hey! I do like that outfit. I do like that outfit quite a bit. Casual swimwear. Ooh. That looks pretty cool. Matches the theme, I feel. Yeah, you know, out of all of this, where is it? The Endless Voyage, that one. Seems to be good. Ooh, bit moody. That's a bit moody. What the? Won't be having that on. Oh god. So what's the Pickaback Pickard? He's on your back. He's adorable. Can I have more than one? Oh. Let's go with that. Yeah. So what was jump again? Triangle? Square? Circle. Right, where do we want to go? Have a gander at first. Where was the ship we arrived on? It seems to have gone, doesn't it? Let's go with these guys up here then.
I've got to say, the quality of these Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled.
Man with a... I'm assuming you just ignore the I there. Man with an Spanish accent.
Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
Or maybe it's like España. Yeah. Makes sense that way, doesn't it?
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire is here.
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Oh.
Well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Getting bits and pieces of information there, aren't we? Oh, hello. Meow. Kitties. Human. Yeah, this is a way out.
Let's not go this way.
We don't need to go that way right now. Yeah. Anything sneaky around here? Nope. Oh. Port District.
You there, with the red hair.
It's red and black, I think you'll find.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
I think we'll get rid of the guy on our back. The hair and the costume will remain, though.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are, wreaking havoc left, right, and center? They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle.
Yeah, jeez. Why doesn't anyone fight back?
Because ships that do pay the toll get escorted to safety by the Balta Sea Force themselves.
Huh.
In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Oh, very well. Thanks for the warning. Yes, let's see about taking you off. Remove. But again, I like the costume and the hair. They work well together. They work very, very well together. So what's down here? Bracer guild of some kind? What we got? Local militia. Oh. There's a flyer posted on the bulletin board. Help needed! Calling all youths. A career in the Carnac militia awaits you. Rates start at 600 gold per day, dependent on experience. Well, that's the information I needed. Not a very generous salary. Now what?
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right?
Not really at those rates.
Never seen you around before, but I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you?
Gren. Adol introduced himself.
Adol, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist! We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face?
About the pay.
Ugh. Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah, kinda. At least double it.
It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears.
Let me mull this over a bit.
Oh man, that figures. Our commander's not in right now, so it's not like we could have gone over the nitty-gritty anyway. He should be back tomorrow, though. So maybe swing by again around noon and hear us out.
I don't know. I mean...
Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends.
Really? Okay.
Calling all youths! A career in the Carnac militia awaits you!
Oh dear.
Seek me.
What? Who said that?
This way.
Why does this keep happening to me? I'm stuck on a pole.
Seek me.
Yes, yes.
Right here.
That's gonna be the shell.
Find me.
Yeah, I just realized. Maybe there's a little crab inside. Crab, 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 crab. Lila shell? A mysterious shell adorned with distinctive decorations. It's a white conch adorned with ornate patterns. Nothing else about it seems to be particularly unusual, however. That's a strange noise from a shell. Very well. Level up here! Anyway, like what? Do I actually have like a new sword or anything? Need blessed paper scrap. Just wondering if there's anything else we could get here, but no. But no, let's have a look at the map. No, I expected like a Unlock north? Oh, I see. Like, I want to have like an island map or just a bigger area map is what I was thinking. The wolf from just now lies still, defeated. It attacked out of nowhere, so it had to be taken down. What was it doing wandering in town to begin with? I'm back! Oh. Unbelievable as it is, the wolf's wounds seem to be closing up in no time flat. This is a problem.
Swordsman,
Yes?
can you hear me?
The girl's voice emanates from the shell I picked up earlier.
They stole you mana. Enough power. Defeat.
The fire rises. You can now use skills. It does seem similar. Okay, skills. Hold R1 and press them on the controller, or press 1, 2, 3, 4 on like mouse and keyboard. So, to perform skills at the cost of SP, consumed skill points will recover over time. Okay. Select skill from the main menu to assign your preferred skills to the 4 allotted buttons. Alright, so R1. Oh. Okay, so not got much to use here, so it's like, yeah. Let's make that square for now. I'll just put it on every single one, just in case, you know. Not got much else, have I? You're done! Burn. Hello? Who's this? What was up with that wolf?
I'm sorry. I don't any details. My name, Leela. Who are you?
Adol spoke his name aloud.
Adol. Search Island. Come find.
Are you going through a tunnel right now? Because the signal seems spotty.
Help.
What island? Where?
In. Go.
Leela's voice cut out completely. She must have hung up. Adol attempted to call, literally, to call her through the shell several times after, but received no response. With the sun beginning to set, he decided to return to the inn and confer with Dougie and Dr. Flare.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious.
No, she was on her own shell. She was somewhere else. It's like a telephone? No? Okay.
As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
I don't think that's it exactly.
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means.
Adventure! Yep, our newest adventure begins.
Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out.
It does seem to seek out Adol itself quite a bit.
But whenever you're around, Adol, it seems to find us instead.
Yeah, it is very strange. Also, we didn't end up shipwrecked, I just realized.
Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adol.
Not. The Two Moons. Oh, that was the I'm going to sleep music. Carnac. Day 2. After breakfast, Doggy and Dr. Flare headed out for their respective workplaces. I mean, just stood over there, I can see him. In the meanwhile, Adol decided to wander the village some more until it was time to meet up with the local militia. Okay, so adventure log. Ooh. So we've got the prologue, chapter 1. Okay. Exploration, what we got here? Ooh. Veros. Very well. And message log. Oh, I see. Announcements. Achievement, the raid unlocked? Very well. Oh, Adol. Going out for a bit. I'm glad I caught you. Our front desk received a letter with your name on it. Someone sent me mail? How do they know I'm here? I thought it was a little weird myself. You only wound up here because of the incident on the Adamus. And that was all pure coincidence. Yeah, very strange. Sealed letter is addressed to Adol Christine. Adol tore the seal open. Could have done it delicately. I'll be waiting at the town beach. That's all they wrote? There's no sender listed either. I don't suppose it's just a prank. I think I'll go and check it out. You will? Well, just don't bite off more than you can chew. Oh, right, if you'll excuse me. I have an errand that needs doing. Our tables could use fresh decorations, so I'm off to pick some flowers outside of town. Outside of town, is that safe? Yes, it's right off a well-traveled road, so I'll be okay. There's orbal lamps around anyway. You take care too, Adol. Into the abyss she goes, never to be seen again. There's still a short while before it's time to meet with the commander of the local militia. Now might be a good chance to head for the beach, like the letter instructed. Let's head on to the beach. Beach episode, everyone! How come we've apparently spoken to you? That's strange. You right? Are you my mystery pen pal?
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday.
Well, she means business. Is that manner?
So you do know of it?
I'm aware. Alright then. Power attacks. Enemies will perform a power attack after emitting a red warning aura. Note that power attacks cannot be defended against through regular guarding or evasion. Oh no.
Won't hold back this time.
Just stay on the ground. Just stay on the ground.
How can this be?
How's that?
Hey. Mean?
Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it?
Just found it in the shell.
You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much.
Adol laid everything that happened out for the raid captainess as plainly as he could.
Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it.
Oh, so it was Har, they said. Okay.
Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man.
Well, how did you obtain it?
And just why should I tell a louse like you?
I told you my story of how I got it. It only seems fair. Monsters appeared.
Blood and thunder. Grieger.
What's a Grieger?
You fought one just yesterday, didn't you?
How did you know that?
Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed.
I assume Adol told her that as part of it, so...
Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good.
Alright.
Well, aren't we popular?
I guess. Alright, lads. At that moment, Adol and the girl felt a strange connection. A psychic connection. The thoughts become one.
What was that just now?
It's just a combat link. You ever played Cold Steel? Here we are, duo mode. Hold R2 to enter duo mode, during which you can press X to perform joint attacks. Not attacking one in duo mode will place you in duo guard stance, letting you automatically defend against enemy attacks. Can you... oh.
What in hell did you just do to us?
I was going to test using skills while we were doing that, but no. I didn't do anything! You did it.
At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I've still got questions, you know.
And what would I gain by answering them?
Fair point.
I'm a Norman. A pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf.
Okay, bye. I don't have any bags.
Ah! Son of a...
Well, looks like we're stuck together.
Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
What did I do? What did you do? How do we get these off?
Don't exactly see a keyhole anywhere. It's stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Damn. Adol and the girl then attempted to use their mana abilities to just free themselves. Ultimately, however, the mysterious shackles refused to come off, leaving them at a loss on what to do next. I mean, they had the hand idea.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. I hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point.
Can I do something about this?
He knows more about mana than I do. Whether he'll actually hear us out is a separate matter.
Why? What does that mean?
What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist.
You know, I'm not on board with that idea. Not much of a choice, is there?
Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta.
Karja.
Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
Never heard of him. I figured that was the case.
Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind.
All right. Karja has joined the party. Let's see then if she's now in the group. What we got here in terms of cosmetics. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Aw. That would have been fun. But I guess not right now. That's fine. Right, so I'm going to use this as a place for us to finish up this part. And we'll see you in the next part when we head over there and see about maybe trying to solve this whole, mana handcuff situation, I guess? Yeah, mana handcuffs. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? I'm just wondering what's over here first. Nothing special, nothing special. Right, we'll see you in the next part then. Fare thee well, traveller.